traditional problem with brow lifting is that we had to make some very large incisions to elevate the brows into the ideal locations, and this resulted in a long recovery, and they weren't ideal. They would leave fairly large scars. With the introduction of the endoscope, we could precisely, through very small incisions, elevate the brows up into their native locations. In an endoscopic brow lift, here at Wave, make 3 very small incisions in the forehead behind the hairline, and also a couple of smaller incisions on the sides of the temples. And through these access points, we introduce a small telescope that allow us to elevate the skin and muscle and soft tissue off of the underlying bone. And then we release the retaining structures that keep the brow in a lower position. We pull the tissues superiorly to give you the better position of the brow, and we retain that with some endotines, which are an absorbable bone anchor that we place into the forehead bone. It's about 1 centimeter wide, ½ an inch wide, and it has little hooks, and we put one end into the bone, and the other, where the hooks are exposed, we use that to grab the tissues and hold it in place. You know, my partner, Dr. Peterly, works with the Endotine company as one of their trainers. The Endotine is probably the best device we have to elevate and fixate the forehead tissues, and this way we get a very precise placement of the brows. This surgery takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and the recovery is actually quite easy. One of the benefits is that for a little while you're numb in the forehead and you don't feel the pain that you would normally feel. Usually within a week and a half to 2 weeks, you can go back out in public. One secret about brow lifting is when a lot of surgeons talk about endoscopic brow lifting, most do not actually use the scope because a lot of it can be done blindly. However, we actually have the equipment here at Wave to perform endoscopic brow lifting. It takes specialized cameras and video systems, and we think this results in the most precise dissection of the tissues. So we're committed to using that advantage and that technology to producing the best results.